What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back playing some Sliver combo featuring the newly unbanned card, Faithless Looting in Modern. So prior to the unbanning, we played some medium cards like Cash Grab and Traverse the Uvenwald. Now with Looting unbanned, we're going a little bit more in on the graveyard strategy, focusing more on Shifting Woodland and Dredgescape Sliver. So before we were just a black-green deck, but now that we have Faithless Looting, we added a little bit of red in the mana base. Because of that, we added 3 Lightning Bolt. We also have 4 Delighted Halfling. Having a turn 2 uncounterable Sorin is really good. If we have a starting hand with Delighted Halfling, Sorin, and Morophon, it's almost a guaranteed turn 2 win. For our dig, we have a set of Oath of Nissa and Malevolent Rumble. Rumble helps with ramping and filling the graveyard for Dredgescape Sliver, and you can also discard a Looting for value. And then finally, we have the combo right here. You cast Sorin, you downtick, you put Morophon the Boundless in play. Because this is a changeling, you choose Sliver. Then all of your slivers cost Wooburg less. So we have the first Sliver, Sliver Legion, and Sliver Hivelord. You put all of these in for free. You put Cloud Shredder in for free. Everything has haste, flying, indestructible, just massive creatures. So that's how you do it if everything goes according to plan. But you know that's not going to happen very often. So if Sorin is needled or you don't have Sorin, you can always hardcast Morophon and still put the slivers into play. Another way, because we're so graveyard focused, is Dredgescape Sliver. So this gives all your slivers in your graveyard Unearth too. So you can unearth Dredgescape Sliver, then unearth all your other slivers in the graveyard, and one-shot your opponent with haste. For the sideboard, we have a very targeted sideboard plan, 5 graveyard cards with Surgical and Leyline of the Void. We have 2 Meltdown and 3 Force of Vigor for artifact decks, Pyroclasm for go wide decks, and 3 Veil of Summer for control decks. Pretty straightforward sideboard. So that is Slivers combo in Modern featuring the newly unbanned Faithless Looting. I want to remind you guys that we are part of the MTG Creator Program, so we'll have lots of play points to give away to our subs. And if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, you get access to cool perks, like loyalty badges, cool emotes, and early access to videos like this one. So if you want to see more content like this and you want to win some play points, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get in the gameplay. All right, match 2, we're on the draw. Match 1, our opponent never joined, so we got the free win there. And I think we're going to keep this hand. It is a 1-lander, but we have 2 Oath of Nissas, a Halfling, and we have Sorin, so let's try this. Swamp into Gontes. So this is usually Rakdos Burn. Another Legend. Not really what we want. We definitely want to hit lands. Go Swamp. We'll Shockin' and Evergrown Tomb. Don't really want to do too much burn damage to ourselves, but I think this is necessary. Looking for lands. We'll send it back. Looking for our payoff. We have everything else in hand, though. Another Gontes. They shock that in to trigger both. This could also be Necrodominance, or just still Rakdos Burn. Okay. A Rumble. Go Foothills. Let's get a Mountain and play Rumble here. So I want to save life as much as possible. Looking for Morophon, and we found it. Nice. All right, next turn, we should pop off. We're at 13 life. We should be pretty good. We would like a haste creature, so we're not going to win next turn, but the following turn, so hopefully we can survive for 2 more turns. Sovereign's Bite. Down to 10. All right, if that's all they're going to do, that's pretty good for us. Beseiju. All right, let's play Beseiju. Cast Sorin. Downtick. Put Morophon into play. Name Sliver. Then we can just start popping off. So we'll start with the first Sliver. We probably should have used the spawn token just so that we had green for Oath of Nissa. That probably would have been better. So we could always find additional. Rumble is good. Opponent says this deck is so wild. Love it. Dredgescape. Take another Oath. I'll keep Dredge in the side, in the yard. Then we'll go Sliver Legion. More Cascade. Looking for hasters. Faithless Looting. Oh, double Faithless Looting. Oof. We don't need we don't need Halfling. We'll do that. And then we'll try again. Haste, if possible. Halflings, whatever. Keep 1. And unfortunately, we have to pass. But obviously, if we untap, we win. Can they do 10 damage to us? Sovereign's Bite. Trigger. Go to 7. Go to 4. Do they have the, what's it called? The free spell? They do. Yeah, they got there. All right, we don't really have anything for this matchup. We just have to be faster. That's just like play versus draw there. Just run it back. Maybe we'll bring in, I don't know, Veil maybe. Bring in 2 Veils. All right, on the play this time. We have Veil, we have Looting. We can start with the Looting. We have to shock in Blood Crypt for that. We'll try it. Shock that in, start with the Looting. 2 lands, ooh. Bin that and pass. Guess we're going to be surveilling for the next couple turns. Play Felmire, Gontes again. Rumble, that's a good one. Play Forest, into Rumble. We hit Morophon, so we'll take that. And then we'll pass. Not sure if they're running Thought Seizes or just like all burn spells. They're going to bolt that in again, trigger Gontes. Just looking for Sorin here. They play Sleeper Agent. It comes on our side. And that's why Veil of Summer is good for Sleeper Agent, but it's not the biggest deal. It's going to, I guess, ping us for 2 each time. Shifting Woodland. We'll play that out, and then we're just going to flash back Faithless Looting. Still nothing. Dredgescape. I guess Veil. Get it for 3. We don't even want to get in because that triggers this, which is really annoying. Yeah, we're actually not going to attack. The only way we're going to win is if we combo them, and this is just going to speed up their combo. so I'd rather not. And again, not using the spawn so we don't hold up Veil, but trigger Gontes. Maybe we should be getting in if they're going to trigger it anyway. Maybe they're only triggering it because we didn't attack. Yeah, they are Necrodom. Tough beats here. Like, we need to draw Sorin either this turn or next, or we're probably dead anyway because they're going to draw a bunch. They draw 13 cards. They must have Soul Spikes in hand. They wouldn't draw that many if they didn't have it already. There's one. Okay, only one. So Sorin wins it here. Yeah, we should definitely be holding up Veil for Soul Spike. It's just stupid not to be doing that. If we had Veil, we just win. They are going to go to 2 from Sleeper Agent, though. We go to 7. Oh, they're just dead. All right, well, that helps. Attack for 3. Bolt them. Nice. All right. So even though we messed up on our holding up Veil twice, still got there. All right, so now we know that they're Necrodom, so now we can kind of play sideboard a little better. So we definitely want the Veils. The Bolts, maybe. Force, maybe just for the Necrodoms. But we want the green if we're going to bring in Forces. Maybe take out all the Bolts. Bring in 2 Forces. I feel like they're not siding much. Go down to Looting and maybe a Dreadscape. The Forces are good against Gontes and Necrodominance, so maybe we should have all 3. And I don't think we need the Bolts, though. That was just like a nice reach. All right, we have the combo. Gonna keep turn 1 Halfling, turn 2 Sorin into Morophon into Sliver. Sleeper, that's fine. Shifting Woodland. All right, this is gonna go get an Overgrown Tomb and pass. Well, we'll get in for 3. Marsh Flats. Hopefully into just like Gontes or something. Sovereign's Bite, okay. Take 2, go to 10. Veil of Summer. Play out the Mountain, doesn't really matter. Play out Sorin. Little down tick. Put Morophon into play. Cast the first Sliver. Hopefully hit something good. We will cast that. That's really good, actually, because that can give lifelink. So we're going to plus on Sleeper Agent, give it lifelink, and pass the turn. So they have 1 turn here. They have to, like, Necrodominance, draw a bunch. I'm assuming they have Necrodominance because their hand's really slow otherwise. Nurturing Peatland. Okay, they have it. They get to draw 14 cards. Unfortunately, we're tapped out, so we don't have Veil up. They do draw 14. They need to hit a lot of, what's it called? Soul Spikes. There's 1. They didn't concede yet, so there's another. They need 1 more. Tell me they hit 3 Soul Spikes in the top 20 cards of their deck. Nice. Phew. That was close. If they had 1 more, we died a Sleeper Agent. All right, match 3 on the draw. This hand's a little land heavy. We do have Surveil lands and Oath, but I feel like we can try to do better. So let's mulligan. This hand's medium 2. We will keep a Dredge Sliver. We're just going to Surveil into Rumble and hopefully find something. Delta. Probably Control. Our deck's decent into Control just because we have a lot of weird things like Unearth and Xander's Lounge into Hall of the Storm Giants. Interesting. We'll get Mortuary here. Another, oh, yes, Dreadscape into this yard. Pretty good value. Faithless Looting. So we can Looting, we can Rumble, we can do a lot of things. Kind of want a Looting here because I'm not sure if we Rumble, if they counter that, if that's worth getting that counter out, if it's like Spell Snare. Oh, Halfling's solid. So we'll pitch this. I don't know if I want to keep Lightning Bolt. I'm assuming not. This will probably eat a counter spell though. Either that or give something, turn on the removal. Yeah, there's the counter spell. Delta, go. Commercial District. So we're going to Rumble. We do find Sorin. So we'll take that. Putting another Halfling in the yard. Play Commercial District. Looking for Morophon now. Land, no. We'll pass. We do have 2 Dreadscapes in the graveyard too, so that's going to be annoying for them, potentially. Watergrave, Shocked In. End of turn Brazen Borrower. Get him for 3 to get the beats on. There's Oath. Start with a Rumble. I kind of want to get like multiple of something or other. Guess we'll take first Sliver here. Cast Oath. We're like halfway through our deck, looking for Morophon or another copy of Sorin. Neither. All right, we'll just take the Forest. Pretty awkward. So with our graveyard, like we could be binning these for Dreadscape because we have 3 in there. Discard. Maybe do discard. So we discard first Sliver to make our Dreadscapes a little better. Take 3 again. Another Sorin. Play out a Swamp. Guess we can just Looting. Sliver Legion, Foothills. We're at 10. And I think we just pass, unfortunately. They have another. Just going to discard another Sliver. If we do draw Morophon, we have nothing else to put in, but I feel like at this point we're just on Dreadscape. And we have to make them use their counter spells, I guess, so we should start doing that. Of course, we draw the Morophon now. I mean, let's cast 1. It'll eat a counter spell. Subtlety. Pitching Snapcaster. Bottom. We'll just pass. It's getting tempoed out a little bit. They find their 4th land now, so it's going to be even awkward. We only have 2 more turns. There's a land. We don't even have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we got to start because this is too slow right here. So I think we have to start with this. Start with Unearth, Dreadscape, Unearth first Sliver. I guess we're going to go to 3. They have to have something, right? Hopefully it's not just Bolt. Don't have Bolt. Just Drown. Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, we just didn't really get to pop off this game. 2, 16. Even if we unearth that, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, if they didn't have Drown, I guess we win. Unfortunate. All right, so up against Control, we have the Veil of Summers. Definitely bring those in. 3 Veils, go down Looting, Oath, probably a Bolt, and try that. All right, on the play this time. We have half the combo, so we're going to keep. We have Veil for protection, some Dig, Lightning Bolt in case they try to the flyer. Start with Commercial District. Looking for more lands. I will accept that because we can go Oath into another Surveil land. They just go Haul, pass. Start with the Surveil land first, and then Oath. First Sliver, we'll bend that. Tune the narrative. Bloodstained Mire. I feel like we can just take the Swamp, it doesn't really matter. They just go land, go. We find Sorin, pretty good. We can't play it right now. We can play it next turn though. Holding up Veil. We're looking for additional big slivers at this point. Guess we'll take Shifting Woodland here, then pass. Woodland's good because it can get around counterspells. Tap Xander's Lounge into another Tune the Narrative. Up to 4 energy. Castle Lochthwain, pass. Okay, we drew that. Go Shifting Woodland and to Sorin. Hopefully they don't have like a million counters. Oh, that lands. Interesting. Oh, Tashana's. All right, we're just going to Veil. All right, so they cast Tashana's. We Veil, but it still counters the ability because it's not targeting the actual permanent. So we're just going to bolt that. Pretty awkward. For some reason, I thought it like was targeting Sorin itself. That was a mistake, obviously. All right, all right. So now we kind of wasted a Veil. A plus. We can dig for more. Start with Rumble. Find Halfling. Play Halfling. Are they going to subtlety this? Probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I kind of want this for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we'll just bottom it. Because we can always just... I guess Sorin's going to die. I'm trying to think if we're going to hardcast Morophon, we can make it uncounterable. We can just Dreadscape it back if it's countered anyway. Yeah, using that Veil there was really bad. They go for me. Okay. Well, plus, they have 4 mana up. Start with Rumble. Another Morophon, another Sorin. I guess we'll take Sorin. Put Morophon into the yard. Play this tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can hardcast Morophon. I'm just going to pass. I'm not going to cast Sorin. We could get out a counterspell in their hand if we wanted to. They might be holding Subtlety, so that would be a free Subtlety thing anyway. And we can also Dreadscape a bunch as well. Just Brazen Borrower into Lightning Bolt. So we have 2 turns here after this. Get hit for 6 down to 10. Delighted Halfling. We'll play that out. I mean, I guess we'll play out Sorin, see if it eats whatever interaction they have, and then next turn we can do some more stuff. It's okay that we're doing this even though we have Delighted Halfling out because we have Morophon in hand to hardcast it. This is another subtlety. Another play is to Dreadscape into Morophon into casting these 2, which is technically less mana. Drown. Yeah. We could also, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We could also Shifting Woodland Morophon to cast the other 2. I think we're just dead because we don't have haste. So we're going to have to graveyard them to have haste, I guess. So maybe this isn't like we're just dead on board next turn. I mean, if they have like any other interaction, we just need them to not have everything always here. Like, do they just have everything? Jeez, all right. Yeah, I don't think we're beating that. I'm not sure if we sequence better. Obviously, if we don't use the Veil, we're in a much better spot. But all right, match 4 on the draw again. And this hand's fine. We're going to keep it. We have lands. We have Surveil lands. Dig with Looting and Rumble. Dig with Looting and Rumble. Bullet if they're creatures. Just need to find most of the combo. And by most, I mean all of it. But we have the Dig. You don't have to mulligan to one or the other. That's what all the Dig's for. Mountain into Lava Spike. Second burn matchup. Our burn matchup is not the greatest, not the worst, but I think we just have to be fast. So let's just go get a mountain here in Faithless Looting. As much as I want to Surveil and Rumble and all that stuff. Faithless Looting. Not great hits. Bolt. They didn't play a creature. I'm just going to go Bolt. Hopefully they don't just go Eidolon. Pass. Of course they do. God darn. All right. I wanted to keep the lands. I want to keep the Dig. I wanted to keep these in case we draw some of the stuff. We need the haste to win as soon as possible. Now this is going to be awkward. We're going to be taking so much damage. Draw Morophon. That's part of it. This is going to be awkward. We need black mana and we need green mana for Rumble. So we're just going to get a Surveil land here. The mana is super awkward here because we didn't fetch Shock. So now we're punished for that. They play land. Get him for 2. We will Surveil. Looking for Sorin here. I guess we need another land too, which is, again, super awkward with how we did everything. Maybe we should have just Surveilled with this and then just got a Swamp with this. That would have made more sense. Land to the yard. I think we're going to have 1 turn. We're going to Rumble, Surveil. We're going to Surveil, then Rumble. And then if we get to untap, Sorin hopefully just wins it. We find Halfling instead. So let's Surveil, Dreadscape to the yard, rumble. Looking for Sorin here. They bolt us. Down to 5. We don't find it. Take that. Yeah, now we're just dead. Our opponent's down 5 minutes on clock. The Steering Blaze. Another matchup where we have absolutely nothing. So we're just going to run it back. All right, game 2 on the play. We have 2 lands. We have Nissa. We have Dig. We're just looking for Morophon. So we're going to keep this one. Start with the Surveil land. Faithless Looting into the yard. Need a 3rd land, but with Oath and Rumble, we should be good. Goblin Guide. Maybe that can find us a land. Finds us another Oath. So play Boseiju. Can kill Guide with Bolt. That might be worth it. So let's go with Oath. Find a land. That's good. Then we'll just pass. We could have also taken a Sliver, but then we still need that 3rd land. They play Swift Spear into Play with Fire. All right, they keep it on top. Goblin Guide. It's a land. Nice. Bolt that. Take 2. Go to 14. Looking for Morophon. Looking for Slivers. That's not Morophon. Play land. So this can get a swamp for Sorin when we need it. Start with Faithless Looting. Another Sorin. And I guess we'll just rumble here. Get a forest. Cast rumble. There's Morophon. Okay, so next turn we have just Sliver and Morophon. Not the greatest, but we're in a decent spot, and we're definitely gonna chump block here. Right, they play with fire that into Eidolon. Hit for 2. We're fine with that. Go down to 11. We are gonna take 2 from Sorin here, but then the rest is fine. Looking for another Sliver. We're gonna go to 10, getting a swamp here. Oh, actually we don't need a swamp because we have Oath of Nissa. So we're gonna conserve life. Down tick, put Morophon into play, name Sliver, cast that. We'll play the land out and pass. I'm not gonna crack this because we don't need to, because we can just plus, as long as they, if they target Sorin, then it's whatever. They play a mountain. So they only have 2 cards in hand. They can't do enough burn to kill us. Again, hopefully they don't have anything to do with Sorin, and then we can just plus and gain a bunch of life. I'm gonna assume they have like a Searing Blaze in hand. Another Eidolon. All right, we can Surveil. Oh, wait. Did we bend a Surveil land? We bend a Surveil land. Okay. We'll just get a Blood Crypt tap then. That was stupid then. We didn't need to do that. But Sorin lives, so that's fine. Attack with both. This is 16 damage. They have to like chump with these or else they can't cast spells anymore. All right, they do chump with 1. We go up to 17. Okay, and they concede. They are down almost 10 minutes on the clock, which I don't know what they're doing over there. We're just going to run it back though. And that's pretty much how it has to go. We have to just be faster than them, but we're going to be on the draw this time, and they just have to not have all the crazy bolts. All right, final game, and this hand's pretty good. We have Sorin, we have some digs. We're going to keep this. Mountain to Swift Spear, Oath of Nissa. Let's start with an Oath. Not very good. Find Dredgescape. We'll pass. So can we survive long enough to get the combo? Swift Spear is a really good start. Bolt Wave, light up the stage. Yeah, their start's really good. Into Goblin Guide. Bolt's good for us, sort of. Not really. Because they're going to go Mountain, Goblin Guide, Swift Spear. Can't even play out Dredgescape without taking 3. We could get a Mountain here, but then we don't have black mana untapped. So they're going to go Mountain, Goblin Guide, Burn Spell. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Do we just have to like either kill this or try to go for our own plan? I think we have to go for our own plan here. Get a Mountain, Rumble. If you don't find anything, we can take the Cloud if we hit Morophon, or we can take the Forest for untapped, but we still need black for Dredgescape, but we still have Oath of Nissa, so we don't necessarily need black. I think we just need the Forest. Let's just take the Forest for untapped Forest if they kill this. I mean, we might just chump with this anyway. Definitely really awkward. There's the Mountain, there's Goblin Guide, there's the Bolt like we assumed, down to 9. Skewer, taking 5. There's another Bolt, down to 4. Yeah, not looking good. Surveil the yard. Like, if we hold up Bolt, I think we're pretty much dead here. There's nothing we can do. We can Bolt one thing, and then they just kill us with the other thing. Yeah, pretty unlucky draws here. Just did not work out. They have to have, like, just one Bolt, one of anything. But they've had Bolt Wave into Light Up. This is, like, kind of like the nut draw for them. Mountain, just any spell. Oh, Code Goblin Guide in response. Yeah, they just have unlucky. All right, on the draw again for the final match. I think that's, like, 5 draws in a row, which is pretty crazy. I think we're going to keep this hand. It's a one-lander again. But we have Looting, we have Oath, we have all the Slivers, we just need the combo. Opponent's on 5. Hopefully things come together a little bit better than the previous games. Darksteel, Citadel, into Shadow Spear. Finally have some sideboard cards for this matchup. First Sliver. I'm actually going to just pass here. I'm going to Surveil. Looking for a land. They got Ornithopter. No colored mana. Commercial District. It's a mana source, we'll take it. Play Shifting Woodland. We can Oath into Faithless Looting. There's another one. I think we'll take the Boseiju spell that can eat this. The Faithless Looting. Get rid of first Sliver. Probably Sliver Hive Lord, honestly. All right, cool. We have Bolt for this. We have another land. We have Boseiju for whatever. They do get him for 1. Definitely want to bolt this to keep them off artifacts. So let's start with an Oath of Nissa. Not good hits. Dredgescape will take, play out the mountain. We'll just bolt this now. We don't have any black sources notably, but again, we don't need it with Oath outside of Dredgescape here. We can flash back Faithless Looting. Opponent's not really doing anything, so flash this back, put that there. Probably the land, because then we can just go forest, halfling, pass. We can set up for a big Dredgescape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw another land. We could use Boseiju, but probably not going to. I mean, they're not doing anything, so maybe if we draw a land that we just pitched. All right, we did. Play Bloodscape. They don't have any colored mana, so let's just unearth that, then unearth this. Get in for some damage. It's not lethal, but that's fine. They go to 7. I don't mind putting pressure on them just because they're stuck on 2 lands and they're not doing anything. We still have looting. We could have been still setting up this whole time. Maybe that was a splurge since it wasn't lethal. All right, they still do nothing. Another Dredgescape. We'll start with the looting. Put these 2 back. I mean, I guess we'll flashback looting. Start with an Oath. First Sliver. We'll just take that. Flashback looting. Do we have Delirium? Enchantment, sorcery, creature, land. Oh, I guess we could just... we didn't put any slivers back into the yard. Okay, never mind. We could be doing that. Sorry, let's just flashback looting. Yeah, we could do that. If we would have pitched one of these, I guess that would have been good. So I'll pitch this. Kind of sequencing poorly here, but it's okay. Then we'll just pass. Yeah, we can just Shifting Woodland for the wind if... which we should have done. We could have thought like pitching this, Shifting Woodland, deal lethal. Okay, we win anyway, even though we were just playing too quickly. All right, so they did nothing. Their artifacts, we have Force of Vigor, we have Meltdown. We want these 5. What are we taking out? Some looting. I don't mind taking the halflings out. Oh, actually, I want to keep them in for the Force of Vigor. It's hard to, we'll take out a Dredgescape. I don't mind taking some lootings out because we're a little slower here. We're just more controlling. I'm gonna try that. All right, this hand has no artifact hate, and it's not the greatest. It has a lot of dig, but just like nothing else, so let's mulligan. All right, this hand has the combo, so we're going to keep. Put back looting. Just as the turn 3 craziness, we can slow them down with Lightning Bolt. We're going to Surveil for that 3rd land. They go tap land, go. Draw Rumble. Okay, so we just go Verdant Catacombs, looking to Surveil for that 3rd land. Turn 2, we can Rumble for that 3rd mana source anyway. We go Ornithopter into Emery. All right, so we definitely want to bolt this. See what they hit. They don't really hit anything. Maybe we don't care. They play another Ornithopter. Let's just Surveil. Maybe we bolt and then Surveil again. Let's get some Commercial District. Meltdown. I mean, maybe we want that. Not really doing anything, but it could just be like a nice failsafe. There's the Meltdown. Let's just bolt this now while they're tapped out. We'll Surveil. You could always bend this too. Because we have the combo, we could just focus on ourselves. But I think it's fine. Maybe they'll just kind of ramp out a bunch of artifacts. They have 3 now. We just don't want them to play like Kappa or anything like that. All right, we're assuming that they have Metallic Rebuke up. Okay, Underground Mortuary. Sliver Hive Lord. We'll bin it. Would be nice to have in hand if we had the 3rd land. But we're going to just Rumble here. See if that eats a Metallic Rebuke. Force of Vigor down. I think we passed. We could Meltdown to get rid of this, but I really don't want to. They didn't have anything last turn. 1, 2, 3. Just pass. They like 100% have a counterspell up, though. They find another land. Tormod's Crypt. Okay. This will be good bait. Oh, Thought Monitor. Up to 4 cards. Springleaf Drum. All right, so we're going to Meltdown X equals 1. That should get the Metallic Rebuke. And then hopefully, maybe we can draw another land and do everything after the fact. Evergreen Tomb. Tapped. I'll take a land. So let's go X equals 1. So that's going to hit these 3. So they have to Metallic Rebuke this or they won't have it up. There you go. Which we could pay for, but we're not going to. So we're just going to put Sorin into play. -3, do the thing, Morophon, Sliver, Cascade, hopefully hit a good Sliver. We hit Delighted Halfling, not really. Hopefully we can hit something good here. I mean, looting effects are good. Another Halfling, the downside of Halfling in no creature decks, or no counter decks. I mean, I guess these are counters, so it would have been good. All right, get in for 10, 16, put you to 4. Yeah, we definitely want to hit like lootings or just some type of dig. There's a Saga. Okay, they're not quitting. All right, they just pass. So they leave Sorin alive, which is going to give us lifelink, which isn't really going to matter, but they block here and here, take 4, lethal, dispatch. All right, they get rid of Morophon, but they still have to deal with these. So let's unearth this, make them use Tormod's Crypt. We'll plus on this. We can't sacrifice anything because we don't have any other vampires anymore, but it's fine. So we'll just attack for 1. We'll just attack with this because they'll just chump here. If we attack with everything, they chump here, eat this, take 2, go down to 2, but then we lose flying. We need flying for the Saga constructs. And just pass. They have 1 card in hand, soon to be 2. They need a flyer or they're dead. I guess that no, they're still not dead. Tap land. We need something. They can live for 1 more turn. Nothing. All right, so plus on this. Attack like that. They have to jump here. They make a construct. We're up to 31. And then we'll just pass. Assuming they're going to get a Shadow Spear, which is going to make things annoying. They're going to get a Shadow Spear, equip it, swing for 8. And they're like kind of winning the race, which is really awkward. Into Memnite for 9, 10. They're going to be swinging for 10. They're winning the race because we're just flooding here. That's crazy. They're going to kill Sorin. Yeah, they go for Sorin. It has trample, so we can't jump. They go back up to 13. Just crazy. We're just going to fetch, get some lands out. Yeah, if we lose this, though, we need like Force of Vigor or... We've drawn lands for just this whole time. The last 3 turns, just all lands. We've had 2 halflings off Cascade. Not looking good. We'll attack for 8, put them down to 5. We have so many good top decks, just not all these lands. At least they're not top decking the greatest, but any artifact just pumps this. They attack here. Do we chump? 7, 8, 9, 10. Nah, I don't think chumping is going to do anything. I mean, I don't think not chumping. We're not going to like win the race otherwise. Force of Vigor, Sorin, something. It helps swing the race a little bit. If they have Metallic Rebuke, we can pay for it. We also didn't use Halfling because we need to chump, I think. Yeah, so they used... Dispatch. Dispatch is what really killed us here. Plus on first sliver. Like we could draw Cascade. We could draw Slivers. We could be drawing like anything, literally. Attack for 8. Like Meltdown's a good draw. Force of Vigor. Springleaf Drum. They have a card in hand. I'm assuming it's Metallic Rebuke because they've just been sitting on it. This is going to go at Sorin. This is going to go at us. Oh, both at us. I mean, I guess we'll chomp. Down to 14. Something, please. All right, that's not good. That's not good. Arrow plus on this. I guess we should be holding lands for Faithless Looting. That's another thing that we shouldn't be playing them out. So that's kind of a mistake on our part. And now we have to chump with this sliver. So we should have been holding lands. So Faithless Looting is a good live draw. So now we chump here. Now they're targeting Sorin. I guess because they're targeting Sorin, I'm not going to chump. So we missed a point of damage here because I assumed they were just going to go for both of us. Another land. Jesus. All right, let's start with the Faithless Looting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that we have the Morophon, we got a looting again. Yeah, everything's it's just too late. We just have to like survive. Like I don't even want Oath of Nissa because I can't hit Force of Vigor. And now we just have to like double chump now. I was going to say it's crazy we lost this, but just flooding out. We lost it literally just Urza Saga. All right, let's double chump. Like we need exactly Meltdown and then them to never have anything for 20 turns. This is Kappa. Yeah, super unlucky. All right, let's try again. All right, on the play this time. And that is something that, like, when you play this deck, that's what you sign up for, which sometimes you're not going to high roll. We're going to keep this hand based off of Force of Vigor. We do have the Surveil land. We can force pitching first sliver. We have the ramp. We can hopefully surveil into some dig. Force can be pretty good. So, like, obviously, we're against artifact deck. So, if they go, like, Saga into something, or maybe Saga is the second land, we're going to start with that. We don't have to play Halfling right away. Put that into the graveyard. Bauble. Memnite. Opal. Oh, man. So they could have Metallic Rebuke up just based off of this, which is actually really funny. I do want to like Force of Vigor them, but I don't want to get Metallic Rebuked. So I guess we chill. We draw a Swamp. Not really what we want. Play it out though. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't punish them here if they have Rebuke up. We need them to tap out a little bit. Springleaf Drum. They still have Metallic Rebuke up. Okay. Morophon. So now we just have like hard cast Force of Vigor if we want. Tormod's Crypt. Thought cast. Find a land. Yeah, it sucks we're not doing anything, so now, like, this force is just kind of wasting away. Lava Spur Boots. And I don't think they're ever going to tap out. I mean, if we can get up to 7 mana, we're up 4, 5, couple more turns. Play Mountain, bolt this. We do this at sorcery speed, even though, like, we could get them with equipping, but it just reduces their artifact account. All right, we are going to get in. So lands are good. Rumble's good. Obviously, Sorin's really good. Find another land. So if we can get enough mana... Thought Monitor. Like we could force pitch and pay for everything. So that's something to consider. That maybe we probably should have been doing that, honestly. I just really want to wait for Saga, I think. I don't know if that's too greedy. Could take them off Opal and Springleaf Drum or just hit this probably. I think we're just going to do that. Probably should have done this a lot sooner though. Holding up 3 mana for the counterspell. They dispatch the Delighted Halfling. Okay. There's Rumble. See if they counter this too. Could take Shifting Woodland. They have a Crypt. So I think I just want to take the fetch land and surveil. Like Meltdown would be amazing on this board. We're just like not finding it. Tap land into Emery, and that's not good. But they can get back Thought Monitor. We can't even like play, they got rid of the elf, so that way we can't play Morophon without it getting countered. I'm kind of a rough spot here. There's the land, but they definitely have counterspell. I'm gonna bin it. I wanted to do it when we had the halfling. There's Oath. Maybe we can find Sorin here. Oh no. But if we play Sorin, we don't have the mana. Yeah, we just have to pass. We need to have 3 mana up to pay for Metallic Rebuke, but they can just play Thought Monitor out. They draw an Opal for turn. Pretty awkward. The halfling was just like clutch. Again, if we find Meltdown, we're third through our deck. Just Meltdown on 1 just wipes them. All right, they don't cast Thought Monitor. I wonder if they have 2, they might have 2 counters. That's the way they're playing. There's halfling. I mean, I guess, well, it's because they have Tormod's Crypt, we can't really Dredgescape because they can just pop it in response. So I think we're going to wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll wait, and then I guess we'll Sorin next turn with the uncounterable halfling. We are giving them a lot of outs. Do they have another dispatch? Oh my God. Why do they get all the sideboard cards? Where's our sideboard cards? I mean, at least if they're dispatching that, then they're not dispatching our Morophon. Still really awkward though. Thoughtcast, Springleaf Drum, Memnite. Yeah, I don't even know. Like, this has to get to hit super well for it to work, and this has to resolve. They bubble us. They're like halfway through their deck. Play Sorin. I bet you they have 2 counter spells too. So we didn't fetch, so now we have to pay like that, and then they're going to do it again. So if we would have fetched, then we'd have 7 mana up for hard casting it next turn, I guess. Oh, man. So we'll take a land for the Sliver, but we're just going to lose to Saga now. And we assume that they just had all counterspells in hand. They've drawn a million cards. All right, they bubble us. They have 1 card in hand. Can we draw something? I'm surprised they're not flashing Thought Monitor back, to be honest. All right, they equip Boots, get him for 2. They pop Tormod's Crypt. Let's see what we draw. Oh my God, the worst possible draw. Sorin. That's insane. That's literally the only thing we didn't want to draw because we can't cast it because we tapped like terribly last turn. To make an 8, 9, 10. I guess we have 1 turn to do something. I feel like they should just get Pithing. I mean, they could Pithing Needle, naming Sorin, I guess. It's crazy. Literally the 1 card we did not want to draw. All right, they just get Shadow Spear. Okay. 11, 12, 13, 14. We're still alive. Oh no, they just put the boots to that. Yeah. Damn, dude. All right, so the Slivers combo with the newly unbanned Faithless Looting in Modern. Those games were a little sloppy, our deck didn't really cooperate, and we definitely could have sequenced a lot better. I think this league showed that when you do get the combo, it's not automatically a free win. You really want it to be, but sometimes you just don't get there. You would think that with all this dig, we'd have a lot easier time finding our missing pieces, but this league didn't really showcase that as much as I wanted it to. As for the new edition of Faithless Looting, I thought it was okay. It wasn't spectacular. We are like half a graveyard deck, so it does help. Especially because we're an A and B combo deck. We're just trying to find one of the missing pieces with Sorin and Morophon. I did like the lighted halfling in the deck. It did suck that we cascaded into 2 of them and lost the match that way. But I think it's really good for counter matchups, and it does help ramp for turn 2 Sorin win. Sadly, those matchups were a little weird for our deck. We don't have anything for the burn matchup, and of course we faced it twice. We didn't really get to use much of our sideboard other than the artifact deck, and we barely saw the sideboard cards there. So moving forward, maybe we add some more tutor effects, more dig. I did like having the lightning bolt just as like a catch-all, so there's always that. But that'll do it for me. Thanks so much for watching. We are going to continue to experiment and play cool decks with the newly unbanned cards. So if that's something you're into, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.